4. Bernbacher 5 and Foucault. Huge names in biathlon. All together. Well, Legelik missed the first shot. Fast shooting though, he didn't break his routine. Christoph Suman missing 2. So unexpected. Bernbacher shoots fast, is accurate. Svensson did the same. Martin Foucault just being very careful. He admitted he didn't feel totally on form, and when you're not really on your best form, it does take that little longer to recover. So being careful on the range, losing some 5 seconds to the rest. Some great shooting today. With the difficulties of the strong wind yesterday, it feels good when the rifle isn't moved around in the gusts of wind. Now fast and furious on the range. They'll be packing in from lane number 1 again. Those coming in for their second shoot. Now Björn Dahlen way down on the far left of the range. He's missed his 4th shot. But shooting very fast, Björn Dahlen. If he can hold it together in the stand with a 10 out of 10, quite sure he can move forward into the top 20, possibly even higher. Well, what a race. At the moment, it's Bernbacher, as you can see there on the screen. He's ahead of Ustigov, who has also shot the perfect 10. Svensson in 3rd and Martin Foucault some 14 seconds behind. So a lead group of 3 have evolved at this stage. 26th position. The smooth, the easy skiing of Lars Berger. Berger, he's only missed 1. Well, there we are. Bernbacher, Ustigov ahead of Svensson, 3rd place. And Foucault down in 4th position. We'll take a very quick break. Welcome back to Oestersund. We're coming up to the 6.3 kilometre mark now. And we've got the definite pack at the front, being chased down by Martin Foucault. There he is, bib number 10. He was 14 seconds behind leaving the range. He really has picked up the pace now. Svensson just, he did a lot of hard work early on, Svensson. He's deciding to tuck in behind Bernbacher and Ustigov. Ustigov leading the way. Ustigov has had his best results here. For some time, he was 5th in the individual, the 20 kilometre, back on Wednesday. And now he's moved from 11th, some 42 seconds off the lead when he started, up into front place, on 1st position. Now you just sense that the pace has calmed a little. Svensson's just taking it easy in 3rd place there, allowing Martin Foucault to absorb this breakaway group. Foucault there in 4th, just so strong. Gets great compression through the skis, dropping through the arms as well, using his body weight to force the edges, give all that forward thrust, all that forward energy. Foucault closing in on the top 3. And well, just looking back to last year's performances here, it was Martin Foucault who took the victory, and Svensson took 2nd place, missing 2 targets that day. Foucault shot the perfect score last year. And in 3rd place last year, he's not here with us this time. He's had quite a bad fall off his mountain bike. Yaroslav Sukuk took 3rd place last year. He moved forward from 7th up into 3rd. Now, so much, as we've seen already, so much can change on the shooting range. So this chaser, we've got the lead pack of 4 now. Martin Foucault has really pushed hard to make sure he made contact. But look at this chasing group. 10 athletes, and any one of these 10, should the shooting go bad for the lead 4, have an opportunity to move up into the top bracket. Everything to fight for, and in fact we'll see even changes right through to the final time in on the stand shoot. So into the range for the 3rd time and for the 1st of the 2 stand shoots. A further 2.5 kilometres covered. Fatigue is being felt in the legs. There's Legelic in this chasing pack of 10. So Legelic still well and truly towards the front of this one. A little error there on his one target missed it. You lose so much. You lose contact with the lead pack. Now the coaches are just hoping that the wind is remaining as calm as it has been for the prone shooting. Now I saw Martin Fourcade just go close to the coach's pen. I think he threw his glasses to his coach. You're not allowed to leave anything on the firing point. Oestersund closest to the camera. Bernbacher, lane 2, Svensson 3. Martin Fourcade in 4. Well, the pressure builds and builds. Bernbacher's missed one. Fourcade's missed his last shot, the same as Svensson. The last shot is the difficult one. You begin to think. Thinking puts you off, puts you under pressure. Oestersund, so far so good. With perfect shooting and clear snow, a positive gap from him to the next athlete. And that gap is on 12, 13, 14 seconds. It's going to be as much as 20, 21. In fact, 18.7. Svensson, Bernbacher flying around the penalty loop. There's Martin Fourcade taking a little longer on the range. 25.7 seconds behind now. So the chasing 10 have made contact in the shape of Burf in second place. Legelic, wonderful, coping with pressure. Moving into that lead section as well. Schipulin from 23rd up into 10th position. He started 1 minute 8 behind Schipulin. He's got it down to 38 seconds. The intensity of this race from when it was first introduced back in 97, I believe it was, in Novosibirsk in Siberia. The intensity builds and builds. The fatigue is felt more and more as each shooting bout passes. So confirmation after the third shoot. It is Oestersund in first, Alexis Burf in second, and Svensson never far off that top 3 in this race. Further down, the best of the Swedes is Bjorn Ferry in 12th, only missing 1 shot, and Schemp down in 13th. Bjorn Darlin, 21st position. Well, the second last rotation of 2.5 kilometers and into the woods. Straight line distance, we're only about 400 or 500 meters from the range, but the curving track here, for every flat section, we're spinning back up into a steep climb, and this is a steep climb, foreshortened by the camera. Oestersund has shown his very good ski form this season, and all last season his averages placed him in the top 4 overall in ski speed, and this new season he hasn't lost any of that speed. Martin Fourcade jumping his way up the hill. Legelic just losing a little pace there on the hill, but I think doing so well. A new situation from yesterday's victory to find himself at the front of the field today. Now this is the, well, as they dropped over the top there, you get a little recovery before a very tight right-hander, and then it's all climbing up to the 8.8 kilometers. Oestersund not backing off even a little. He's keeping this momentum, the pace that he set. He has to live with it. Good drop through the arms. Svensson, when he decides to take another gear, another push forward, he really can break the rest of the field. 14 seconds when he left the range, Svensson. It was 19, so quite easily pulling back 5 seconds on Oestersund. I think Svensson's policy here is right. I've got to try and put Oestersund under as much pressure, therefore making sure he hears me coming into the range. And certainly when you're aware of an athlete coming alongside you, especially at the sharp end of the race, you cannot but hear the athlete beside you, the breathing, the skis as they come into the shooting mat beside you. Emil Hegle Svensson moving up into second place. Martin Fourcade, bib 10. He's done well to move up into third. Comfortably behind, we can just see in the far distance the two French suits, the bright on black. That's Boeuf in fourth place. I'm a little surprised that Martin Fourcade hasn't put a huge effort in to close down on Svensson. He's realizing that if he tries that, he will put himself way over his comfort zone and therefore his danger zone when it comes into the range. Another small opportunity to recover, but it's not for long. Sweeping to the right, then very fast to the left, and then back up this climb that we see Ustigow on. 25 minutes gone. 9.6 kilometers. Svensson is really working now. Could this be his undoing? Well, we know Ustigow can hold the pressure when he needs to. He proved that at the Olympics in Vancouver in the mass start where the best 30. They start together. He went on to take that gold medal, shooting the perfect score. 20 shots fired, 20 targets hit. Never easy to do, but in a head-to-head situation, even more difficult. So into the stadium for the final time for Ustigow, chased down by Svensson, and two Frenchmen chasing him down. Martin Fourcade, Alexis Boeuf, Bernbacher, there he is, leading for Germany, and Pfeiffer tucked in behind him. One Russian, one Norwegian, two French, and two German. All potential for a victory here, depending on what happens in this next 1 minute on the shooting range. Final shoot in the first pursuit race of this new season. And quite honestly, not much has changed. The same big names are at the front of this pack. And he's only got a slender advantage.